Good morning. So, in this session, what we are trying to discuss is UPSC means answer writing again, but we would discuss one of the less done topics, and that is essay writing, one of the very scoring sections for UPSC, but untouched by a lot of students before examination. So, our idea in this session would be to compare an answer which is a decent answer versus an answer which can actually have more improvements, and while comparing the two answers we would understand what are the frontiers on which you can actually improve. So rather than going for a test series, joining all the kind of rigorous stuff, you can self-analyze and self-practice and improve yourselves in the writing skills. Now, for more practice and solutions to the past year papers, the links are available in the description. The topic for this essay session would be Pursuit for Happiness, Balancing Individual Aspirations with Collective Well-being in a Globalized World. Now, this topic appears to be really interesting topic, and what we have done, as we discussed, is we have compared a good answer versus an answer that needs improvement. So here, let's say when we are talking about an answer which is a relatively good answer, we are trying to explain what is happiness. We are trying to bring in the philosophical discourse from the ideas of eudaimonia by Aristotle to utilitarianism by Mill, and then we are focusing on how greatest happiness by greatest number under the utilitarian concept brings in interplay of desire as well as collective responsibility. In the next paragraph, we are focusing on individual responsibilities, where individual liberalism, which has been focused under the concept of capability approach by Amartya Sen, John Locke's approach, and then we can take examples, let's say from gig economy, where people are having life of isolation. This leads to rising mental health issues in the urban youth, and then we are warning the individualism which can lead to negative mindset that has been explained under the philosophical concept of will to power. After that, we come back to the idea of collectivism, which is the sole idea of this essay, and then we focus on the idea of Confucianism, where we focus on the Ren versus the Indian concept of Dharma, and we say across the globe we can go from meditation, yoga to the Western styles, but all of these actually talk about individual happiness being derived from the social order and incorporating the environment, the cultural preservation, the governance gives you a total pursuit of happiness. So Bhutan's gross national happiness index actually focuses on this. If we talk about Finland, we have the education model where we can focus on empathy and civic responsibility, creating a holistic learning environment. Even when we are talking about Aadhaar linked schemes in India, we are focusing on collective well-being. So to sum up this, we can actually conclude with the ideas which have been floated by the Dalai Lama, which focuses on happiness is not something which is ready-made. It comes from our own actions, and that is self-directed social responsibility that we need to actually check, right? So this was what was a concept that we have discussed under a decent answer. Now, an answer that needs improvement, first of all, the very first thing is, if you are unable to understand what to write, you won't be able to write lot, right? So you would be short of word limit. That's the first drawback that we would see. Then you would write something that is very general, that I need to be happy, society needs to be happy. If everyone is happy, there would be less of chaos, there would be better lifestyle. Then some philosophical things can be brought in. For example, you can say a little about Aristotle or Mill or the idea of utilitarianism, but moreover you would focus on, yes, it's primarily the responsibility of government to maintain policies, and when there is a balance, this would bring happiness, and so on and so forth. Now, once we are done with both the answers, our idea is to compare on the criteria that are very important and taken by examiners very seriously. So the first criteria that we would focus here is structure and the content. Now, as you can see, the depth of the content in the two answers, huge difference. So no doubt, if you are on this side, you would gain better marks. So there is another important thing in this answer, which is a proper structure. You're talking about individualism, then you are talking about collectivism, and then you are trying to sum up the idea of happiness based on the findings, right? Here it's a kind of mixed match views which are floating somewhere here and there, and a kind of very, very generalized picture that could be brought without specific examples, right? So the second important thing that we can see is a philosophical analysis. Now this answer particularly, we have taken an example where there is a huge content of philosophy that has been intermingled in the first answer. However, it's not always required you take or dive into philosophical analysis. You can bring in concepts that could relate to economy, that could relate to budgeting, that could relate to political policy making, right? So governance and policy making, but you can touch any aspect, but whatsoever aspect you take into account, it should be well in depth. Okay, so that is the second point, which is actually missing in the second example. The third important point is examples. So in the first case, we have taken example of Aadhaar in India, education in Finland. We have talked about Bhutan's National Happiness Index, but that is something which is missing in the second answer. So examples, it could be examples, it could be evidences that you can take, it could be case studies that you can point out, it could be programs for the poor people, or simple agreements, climate change policies, Paris Agreement. I'm just taking an example, not from this case, but yes, there could be varied cases of examples that you can float into your answer. The next is balancing the aspects. Now this essay specifically focused on individual versus collective, right? So when you are focusing your thoughts, you are expressing your thoughts, there has to be a clear balance between the weightage that you are giving to the individual aspect versus the weightage that you are giving to the collective aspect. So if I am writing 4 lines on this, possibly 4 lines on the other thing. It should not be that I write 8 lines on individualism and just 1 or 2 lines on collectivism, right? So that balance is really, really crucial. The next and of course, the one that you can see is language, consistency, flow of thoughts. That's very, very basic thing that cannot be improved in one day. But yes, if you are reading editorials on a regular basis, if you are going through good references, good books, this is something that you can improve over time. The next is the ideas of floating contemporary ideas or contemporary issues. Now here, 3 of the important contemporary things we have floated. One is the idea or the philosophy of Amartya Sen. Not that contemporary, but yes, it's definitely a recent thing that we have tried to bring. The second is the Aadhaar, which is again recently new, and the Bhutan's Happiness Index. So again, a relatively new thing. So bringing in contemporary topics add overall to your answer and gives you a good insight, right? So by and large, the idea here is to understand that whatever answer you are writing, it should be holistic, it should have a more memorable impression, it should give some of the views that you usually you yourself feel are really strong and must be covered in depth, and then the answer should represent a maturity in the writer's opinion, right? So when the examiner is reading it, they should feel that yes, the person who is writing is well matured, can analyze the content well and can express it well. So that is something that we have tried to bring in your essay writing here. Of course, for the past sessions, the past papers, if you are looking for model answers or model essays, those are available. But again, we would recommend it's better you bring in your own unique writing style, as we have been suggesting you every time. So wish you all the best. Thanks for joining in. Of course, stay tuned for more updates on prelims and mains. We will be covering a series of lectures. Thank you.